Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah and I'm here with my beautiful co-host Exquisite. How are you doing?
Hi, Hannah. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm so glad we are together because now we are on track 4 of Midnight's, which is Snow on the Beach.
Yep, snow on the beach. Um, and this is to me one of those songs where Taylor is like, look at how rare and beautiful the love I have right now is.
And we love when she does that. Songs like "You Are in Love."
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Yeah, she loves a good love song where everything is magical and sparkling and you don't want to let it go. And those little moments that she's able to describe in such perfect detail, it's so delightful.
It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
So this song is produced and written by Jack and Taylor, and it features. It's the first feature on the album, only feature on the album with Lana Del Rey,
Yeah.
who
Which she forgot to send in her vocals.
she's like, I thought I was just doing backing vocals, and Taylor's like, no. So there is a more Lana Del Rey version on some deluxe edition, but yeah, we have some delightful harmonies and things like that because of
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey. Um, should we just jump in?
I think we could just jump in, yeah.
Great. One night a few moons ago, I saw flecks of what could have been lights, but it might just have been you passing by unbeknownst to me. Life is emotionally abusive, and time can't stop me quite like you did. And my flight was awful, thanks for asking. I'm unglued, thanks to you.
It's just all so beautiful.
Yeah.
She is, and it reminds me of Long Story Short, in the line of, and you were passing by, rare as a glimmer, something in the sky.
Whereas the glimmer of a comet in the sky, yes.
Thank you. So this is like her expanding upon that line of like, I saw some flecks of something that looked really pretty,
Hmm.
and I thought it was lights, but actually, it might have just been you, and I didn't even know you were walking past me
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah, so this song is 99.999% about her a previous relationship she had that was
Hmm.
celebrated in songs like Long Story Short. Another thing that makes me think of is Paper Rings. The moon was
Yes,
high.
like your
Um,
friends were the night that we first met. Yep.
exactly, right? And also the moon does give this kind of magical quality. It's at
Yes,
night when it's many moons ago. It's a storytelling element, and we know Taylor loves to reminisce and to reflect.
exactly.
Um, and I think it's and it was so beautiful because yeah, like you just we're gonna see a lot of this kind of imagery of things that are right outside her point of view, and yet, so in this way, it's something that she didn't control, and that's another thing that she talks a lot about in this album. Like
Yeah.
it's both faded and yet in her control, and which one is the theme that she's playing with. But this one is very much fate, not me. It was
Yeah.
unbeknownst, completely out of my um, manipulations or masterminding. Uh,
And she's using a lot of stars, and she loves to do that with specifically this relationship. And it's very interesting because we find out a little later in TTP, at least in the poem, where she goes, "Some stars just never align." Um,
mm,
so she's always has like seen them as like he is this astrological event.
Yeah,
Um,
in all of the girls, we actually have stars all aligned. Like your past and mine parallel lines,
yeah,
stars all
stars all
aligned, they intertwined. Yeah.
the mystical comet that was rare, and that's why she needed to protect it, he
Hmm.
and life is emotionally abusive, but he's the only one that can make her pause, and time can't stop me quite like you did.
Yeah. She was and I love that line. Like time like nothing will stop me. Right? I am going. I'm go go go.
Hmm.
but you did.
You made me pause.
Yeah.
And you know what? My flight was awful. Thank you for asking.
We have a mutual friend, Irene, who always has terrible luck with flights, and she always tweets this lyric, and I think it's the
Yeah.
funniest thing.
Recently, when I get off a plane, I love to tweet the and when I touch down, but I do love and my flight was awful.
Yeah. And to me, I like it because it adds that conversational aspect, as if you are like suddenly like listening in on like what like this seemingly innocuous conversation where she's like, oh, like struck by this person, but then him asking a very nice question makes her pause, and
Exactly.
suddenly she's unglued, like, whoa.
Like, and it's different from the unmooring that's happening in Evermore,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Like she is adrift, but in a different way. In this, she's unglued. She's come apart, but like it's kind of magical that he can make her come apart in this way.
Yeah.
Um, and also, like on that conversation piece, so much of Midnight's is conversational, whereas TTBD sometimes feels confessional. Midnight's is like she is having a conversation with her best friend, who in this case, she's in the studio with Jack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like listing all these things. So it's just yeah. So thanks to you, I'm unglued. Um,
And I will say,
it's your fault.
the flight being awful could also be a reference to another song that'll be coming out later, Labyrinth, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
she's falling in love again, and that like a falling plane, bad, right? Like, and so
Mm-hmm.
her previous flight was awful. Like you kind of get that subtext, this underlying double meaning.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's like snow on the beach. Weird, but fucking beautiful. Flying in a dream, stars by the pocketful. You wanting me tonight feels impossible, but it's coming down, no sound, it's all around like snow on the beach. And then she repeats that.
That line.
Yeah, of the like snow on the beach, like snow on the beach, like snow. Ah.
I mean,
um, yeah.
have you seen snow on the beach before, Exquisite?
I've seen pictures of it.
Yes.
And it is weird. It's weird. Like that, it feels like something that should be paradoxical, but it does happen. Like it does snow on beaches if the weather permits. But when it happens, it's like it's strange. So the fact to say weird but fucking beautiful is like, yes, it's really gorgeous and it's weird that this is happening, but this is something that can happen. It's not like a mythical thing. Like it's not like saying when it snows in hell, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's snowing on the beach.
Yeah. And it's I think recently there was a cold freeze in the American South, and I saw
Yep.
pictures of snow on the beach in Destin, Florida, and I
Which
just
is
which is referenced in the song Florida in TTPD, and it was just so funny. It
weather patterns are Swifties as well.
um, yeah, I think a couple of reasons why it's so weird is you expect snow on things like trees and mountains and rocks, but to have snow on sand, especially when the second reason, sandy beaches make you think of tropical places, warm places, because no one wants to go to a cold beach, really, right? Like for a vacation.
Hmm.
So to have this juxtaposition, and yet if you were on vacation in Destin at that time, like you would be like, this is a once in a lifetime event. Like it's not what I expected. It might not have been
Exactly.
originally what I wanted, but I get to have this cool story, these pictures I can treasure forever. And
Yep.
it's like flying in a dream. It's like stars by the pocketful.
Which I will say, Stars by the Pocketful is such an underrated Taylor lyric. I love when she sings about stars. So two of my favorite Taylor lines is literally stars by the pocketful and also eyes full of stars. There's something just so magical about like she's like, I'm catching these stars and I'm just shoving them in my pocket. And you can't do that. But if you could, it's that magical and that fascinating. And literally you get that line, you wanting me tonight feels impossible. Like all of this feels so crazy. Like you want me and you love me and I love you at the same time, and it feels so crazy, but it's coming down. Like this is actually happening. I think that's so neat.
Yeah, stars is like I'm just gonna for example, like it's like a million little stars spelling out your name, right? I'm trying to do the ones that are like romantic,
Little
right?
stars
Um,
out for
uh,
me.
you drew stars around my scars. That's not very happy. Well, that part is happy. You drew stars around my
It is.
scars. Yeah, eyes full of stars in Cowboy Like Me. The stars in your eyes shined brighter in Tupelo. Um, thank you.
The
Screamed,
way your
thank you,
blue
Amy.
eyes shine.
Yeah, the way your blue lights
Those Georgia
shine.
stars sing.
Screamed, thank you, Amy, to the night sky, and the stars are stunning.
Like I don't know. I love when she brings up stars. It's just so it's again, stars are like twinkling and magical and beautiful and she's like they're in my pockets.
And like
That's cool.
I feel like as a midnight's girly, as a girl who loves to stay up late, like yeah, she sees the stars. Like she's when the stars are up,
It
she's
helps.
up.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Ugh. But
Yes.
yeah, it's coming down. No sound is all around. For those who have never seen snow, and I see snow like rarely. Hannah, have you ever seen snow?
I have actually like maybe last year in the spring we were up in the mountains and there was a snowstorm. We got snowed in for a day. We knew it was coming, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, it is so
It's silent.
it's silent and yeah, cuz rain you get pitter patter, right? Tippy
Hmm.
taps and like or sometimes giant flat blobs globs, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's just like when people say a blanket
Yeah.
of snow, right? Like
It
it's
literally smothers all sound.
yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And so um and I love the no sound because again it goes back to the whole she didn't control it, she didn't even know it,
Hmm.
but it's there, it's all around.
Oh, it's
On
so
her
cool.
while describing this song she said, Taylor, on her Instagram, the song is about falling in love with someone at the same time as they're falling in love with you in this sort of in this cataclysmic faded moment where you realize someone feels exactly the same way that you feel at the same moment.
It's so good. Oh, Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor. Yeah.
And then do you know the other connection between this song and You Are in Love is
Will you tell me?
it's coming down, no sound, it's all around, but also you can hear it in the silence.
Yep.
You can feel it on the way home.
You
You
Are in
can
Love is one of my favorite Taylor
I
songs for a long
know.
time.
That's why I was like
It-
I got thrown in there.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Do you want to read verse two?
Oh yes. This scene feels like what I once saw on a screen. I searched Aurora Borealis green. I've never seen someone lit from within, blurring out my periphery. My smile is like I won a contest, and to hide that would be so dishonest. And it's fine to fake it till you make it, till you do, till it's true.
And now it's like snow on the
I
beach.
know.
We don't actually give this song enough attention because it really is so beautiful. Like, I love that this scene feels like what I once saw on a screen because I'm thinking of that it's in folklore. We were the screen in my old town. Oh my God, why can't I think of the song?
Oh,
Help me.
this is me trying your flashback on the film reel on the one
Yes,
screen in my town.
yes, yes. So it's like Taylor who she's like I'm thinking of old romance movies
Hmm.
and this is what this feels like. This magical thing that's like can only be written by someone and put on film. This is not a real life event that would happen. And she's like, but it's happening
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, and she searched Aurora Borealis green. Aurora Borealis is another name for the northern lights. I'm sure you guys have seen like computer desktops and things like that of these beautiful, magical looking bands of light caused by magnetic field of the Earth with the sun or something. I don't know, something like that. It's beautiful.
I've always wanted to see it. It's one of my goals. When the Aurora Borealis, because there was like an astronomical event where the Aurora Borealis was literally in the
Yeah, it was
US.
super
My
south.
mom sent me pictures and she was in Georgia and she was like, I can see the Northern Lights. Like it was so beautiful. And I couldn't see it. And I was so jealous.
Yeah, it is. it is something. I wonder if Taylor has seen it. I mean, she's talked about it in songs like "The Lakes," "I Want Auroras," and "Sad Prose," right? Like,
I bet she so
yeah,
has.
her
If I was rich, that'd be one of my goals.
it'd be the first thing off your list. All right, take me to Canada. Let's go.
Exactly. We're going to go see the Aurora Borealis. But yeah, it's just she's like and there's also something fun to me here is that I've never seen someone lit from within. That's why she's searching Aurora Borealis green. It also sounds like she's saying aura.
Oh, he's
She's
got an
like,
aura.
yeah, and it's green,
And it's
like the aurora.
and yeah, and it's such a color that is so rare, and she's like never seen it before, right? It's and so she has to identify it, and it's so bright,
And it's
it's
yeah,
blurring out her periphery. Like before
she can't see anything
yeah,
else.
before she was like, oh, did I even see that out of the corner of my eye, these flecks of light? But now it's like, oh no, this is it's glaring.
You know what it's also giving? It's giving daylight that I've never I can't think of anything else now that I saw you. Now that
Mm,
I thought of you, I can't see anything now that saw you. I can't ever look away, you
yeah,
know?
I can never look away. Oh, what a beautiful line. Um, my smile is like I won a contest. That reminds me of Willow, right? Like,
Hmm.
what's the line?
There's a prize sheet to win.
That's right. Yeah. um, and it's like, and when you win a contest, when you get your name drawn out of that hat, there is no greater feeling.
I know.
Like,
Getting picked.
yeah, yeah, getting picked is it's uh and so to hide that would be so dishonest. Like you can't hide it, right? Like you got to share your joy with the world.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of the it's fine to fake it till you make it till you do till it's true?
To me, it was like it's fine to fake that you're okay, that I'm happy, right? Like up until this point,
Hmm.
before meeting this person, this comet in the sky, she was like, I'm fine. I'm doing better than I ever was. Very call it what you want, right? Um,
Hmm.
and I was faking that. But then now that I've met you, it's true. I am
And
fine.
now it's like snow on the beach,
Yeah.
which is the one change in the chorus because before the chorus starts with I'm unglued thanks to you and it's like snow on the beach. And then this one is it's fine to fake it till you make it till you do till it's true. Now it's like snow on the beach.
Yeah. What a transition.
What yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the call it what you want. I'm gonna read the first verse. My castle crumbled overnight. I brought a knife to a gunfight. They took the crown, but it's all right. All the liars are calling me one. Nobody's heard from me for months. I'm doing better than I ever was. So obviously, in that call it what you want, it's like, oh, I'm doing better than I ever was because, I have this guy. But I think these two lyrics in Snow on the Beach, it's like, um, I'm gonna just, you know, keep pushing forward and live my life, and all of a sudden, look what the universe gave me.
It is snow on the beach. Like, ugh,
Yeah.
ugh. And so then we get this really beautiful bridge, I think.
Hmm.
And there's like some a little bit of like repetition. She goes, I can't speak, afraid to jinx it. I don't even dare to wish it. But your eyes are flying saucers from another planet. Now I'm all for you like Janet. Can this be the real thing? Can it? And I do just want to add, she switches that beginning of the chorus. Again, she switched it every time. She goes, are we falling like snow on the
Yeah.
beach? Like it's a question now
Yeah.
of, oh, we're doing it at the same time. Anyway, I just love that. She's like, I can't even talk about it because if I do, what if it
Yeah.
changes?
And again, this is the opposite of Mastermind, right? Which is a different
Hmm.
take on the same kind of relationship start. Right here, where she's like, I can't speak, even though she loves to speak now. She's afraid to jink to like, if you know how like it's like if you say something's gonna happen, it won't happen, right?
Yep,
And so she's like literally like in fight or flight, she's like frozen, right? She's like if like it's like hoping that the cat will come to you if you like, just don't move, right?
exactly.
But she wants it so bad. She literally says, "But your eyes," right? Like I don't want to move, I don't want to do anything, but I'm so drawn to you. Like something's got to happen.
Like your eyes are alien. Like they're so different that I can't help but be drawn to
Yeah.
you and be all for you.
Yeah.
Literally like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, so if you don't know, that is referencing a song by Janet Jackson called All For You, where, you know, it's, it's about, you know, I'll be with you. I'll be all for you if if you do something. If you but I think the flying saucers from another planet is like also from Call It What You Want. Starry eyes sparking up my darkest night. Right? Like it is like it was a very something that you didn't expect, and then like boom, everything's lit up, like a UFO
Yeah.
about to like tractor beam you or something.
Yeah. But yeah, and then she starts questioning, can this be the real thing? Are we falling like snow on the beach?
Yeah, and so yeah, let's go through each of the ones. The first one was, and it's like snow at the beach, right? And then it
Hmm.
was now it's like snow at the beach, and that's are we falling like snow at the beach?
And she's like, "Oh, you're experiencing this. Well, I'm experiencing this." And and then we get the really beautiful outro of her just being like, "It's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down."
Yeah.
Um, but it's coming down. And so this is where I was talking with Hannah and I gave her my a snow on the beach theory. And she's like, it's because I don't buy that.
Go for it.
Um, but I was thinking about the use of the repetition there. And I was thinking, and this is before ChatGPT came out. So I feel maybe just a slight bit vindicated, but not really, because again, I could just be talking shit. But the use of that repetition and just the song in general, she's like, but it feels impossible, but it's coming down. To me, I was like, she was like, that repetition is the, as long as it continues to come down, we're going to be together. Like, as long as this feeling of this is rare and beautiful and magical and it's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down, then it won't stop and it won't melt away and we will still be together. This love is so rare that I need to protect it because it's like snow on the beach. Um, and I was like, I don't know.
I mean, I definitely, I don't think I would throw out this theory, like you're, just, no, I do think there is this aspect of like, of wanting this moment to last forever. Like, like when you're, seeing snow falling down wherever you are on a beach, forest,
Yeah.
wherever, like, and,
Yeah.
yeah, if it does melt away, it's gone. I mean, I think that
I think
this song
I
to
think
me doesn't have as much anxiety just because
yeah.
of the moment it's describing. Now,
Yeah.
looking back, I do think that there's, you could, I don't think she wrote in necessarily any anxiety, but I do
Yeah.
think there are things
I
that,
don't think she did.
that, uh, she picked up on later, like the fake it till you make it, right? Like,
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of self-loathing in here too. Just the sentence "you wanting me" feels impossible. Like who would ever leave me, darling, but who would
I love that.
stay? Like
Yeah. Yeah. I think, that not only does tonight feel impossible, but you wanting me feels impossible. And then yeah, this idea of yeah, later she takes you got to fake it till you make it, and I did, till it's true. This romantic to like, and I did.
like I did it. I
Yeah,
had no choice, but I did
yeah,
it.
and
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
this whole thing of it's coming down. I do think it you can see it now. It's like, oh, like, yeah, will it last forever? I think you can, look, if you're looking at it post, I think, yeah, you can totally be like, oh, like,
But it's okay to look at it during.
yeah.
I think the reason we got on the conversation because I couldn't figure out if I should put this song in my denial playlist or not before Taylor came out
Ah,
with the
that
playlist.
was it. That was it. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I love this song. I think it's so beautiful. I appreciate the less Lana Del Rey version more.
I personally do too.
um, yeah, but it's beautiful. I can't like I don't know what else to add other than it is just like this simple. fascination with how beautiful love can be and is. And I love when Taylor does that. When she's like, wow, love is just so magical and cool. And it's one of the coolest things humans are able to do is love.
And that reminds me of, again, your favorite song, You Are in Love, right? Like, you two are in a snow globe dancing round and round. And, like, what is not this
Yes.
except snow on the beaches? The snow globe is the earth, right?
Right. It's just so, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can imagine Taylor as somebody who grew up with snow,
Yes. Growing up on a
knowing
Christmas
like
tree
how
farm.
magical snow is.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with snow. So like
Same.
when I see it, I am like ultra fascinated and just giggly because I'm like, this is so beautiful and
Oh, yeah.
magical.
Same.
So
Same. Because, yeah, who. But I feel like even for people who grew up with snow, the first snow is always, like, magical. Just because.
I still remember that first fall of snow and
Oh,
how it glistened as it fell.
yeah. But also, yeah, but it's just that you always forget what snow is like, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
just it's just so and
Magical.
it signals the start of a new season. It's
Ugh, yeah.
um and brings back lots of memories of like Christmas and New Year's and holidays and things like that. And so um yeah, I think it is something just giving and it literally makes the world look so different. Like after rain or during and after rain, it just looks wet. And the next morning, if everything's a little brighter, clear, it is nice. But when you wake up the next day after a snowstorm, it's literally a whole new world.
You know what I just, you know the thought I just had?
What?
When it snows, animals go into hibernation. And
Mm-hmm.
when it was snowing on the beach, the bolters settled down.
Ooh, she found a little den.
Yeah. And she wanted to keep it. She didn't need to leave because snowing
Mm.
means getting cozy. That's why we got a lot of babies that are born in the
Oh my gosh. You're so funny.
a lot of babies are that's why there's so many Scorpios and Virgos. They're all conceived in the winter. That's where the myth of the stork comes from.
Oh, that makes sense. Of the
Because
stork bringing the baby.
yeah, because storks, they're like flight patterns. They would leave in the winter and then they would come back when it got warmer around that time. So people were like, "Oh, they're bringing babies," because there would always be like a baby boom. But it was only because in the winter, that's when everybody's locked inside and bored.
Yeah. Yeah. They need to keep each other warm.
And they're not building fires to keep me warm. So,
I did want to add a correction. Snow on the Beach was also written by Lana Del Rey. So there are some lines or some melodies that she did contribute that they did want to credit. So I don't want to leave that out because Taylor loves making sure people get their credit. So,
yeah. Can you think of an emoji, Hannah? Because
uh,
I can't think of one.
other than snow, uh, yeah. What about let's see. I think we should do stars, right? Because I know
Oh,
people.
yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
gotta do. Anytime we can do stars. We should
Is
do
there a
stars.
shooting star emoji?
I'm sure there is. Let's check it out. Yeah, oh, no, 100. I'm like 99% sure there is. I'm tippy tapping on my phone right now. Star. There is a shooting star. It's got like a little like tail. It like whirls. Or it's got a little circle.
Yes, let's do the shooting star.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So I hope you, dear listener, have enjoyed this episode. We had so much fun. Yeah, it's nice to talk about love. And this moment. Let's talk about this really quick before we end. Like
Yeah.
this in the context of the tracks, the track listing, and in the context of Midnight's as an album as
Yes.
a whole, right? This is clearly like the start of the relationship where she's up in the middle of the night and just thinking like, oh my gosh, that first moment when I met, like that, and she just smiles and then falls asleep. That's
Yep.
how I see it.
Yeah. It's very like it's keeping her up, but it's a self-soothing technique.
So this one's like,
To
yeah,
be like, I'm
she
gonna
like
sleep.
this is the happy thought that lets her drift off,
Yep.
and I like that too
Which is great.
because then it's coming down, it's coming down. It's like this like counting sheep kind of thing. It's like a
I was gonna say
mantra.
counting sheep. Yeah.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength. Yeah, it's like this mantra she has so that she can drift away, and it really does comfort her. I like that.
Oh, Taylor, especially because the next song is track 5. You're on your own, kid.
That one is a something is keeping me up,
Yeah,
and I can't go to sleep.
it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. We are really enjoying going back to these old songs, and we can't wait to get to track 5. You're on your own, kid, with you next. Bye.
Yay, bye.